were thinking about the naming of that session, we really had in mind not what you would typically think about when you think about courage, which is sort of just plowing ahead, but it was about being strategic, putting students at the center and not sort of thinking so much about adult interest and need, but what do students need? That was one of the components. The other is being strategic in terms of your design, making sure that you use a systems approach to the work so that all systems are working together at every one of your schools. And the other one is being results oriented. We saw that as another important element of courage. And sometimes we avoid looking at data, but we felt like results oriented was another component of courageous leadership. And specifically thinking about student voice being one of those results that we're paying attention to. I will say the courage to understand what to do and what not to do, and using strategies that are inclusive, communicating messages that our parents hear, all parents, and they hear that the work that we do around equity really is about excellence and every student benefits. Their student will benefit, and that it's not about leaving students out. I had the fortune of having probably, I would say, one of the best boards in the world, and they were learners. But the first thing that we did was get real clear about the vision. But beyond that, principals, our central office leaders, what is it that we thought was a sign of excellence in the classroom? And we articulated that in our vision, and we created a strategic plan to lead for it. And then once those pieces were created and in place, we then engaged in learning walks to see if we saw what we said would be indicators of success. So instead of just going out randomly looking, we established what I would call success criteria of what effective instruction looks like in the classroom, and specifically that kind of instruction that creates belonging, but also creates rigor, student-centered learning, and ultimately improved outcomes for students. When I think about weaving it, it starts with the vision, and you make sure you co-construct that vision with lots of stakeholders, teachers, principals, central office leaders, and the board. And then from there, we created a very clear and articulated theory of action that the central office used to determine how they would work. And every person embedded in their individual work plans an equity outcome. So everybody had a role to play.